Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the showroom door, and what we're left with is the kind of real-world driving truth that only a good stretch of open road can reveal. If you're new here, this is your pit stop for no BS car reviews, and today, we're looking at a luxury crossover that's been quietly shaking up the premium compact SUV scene at the 2026 Lexus NX. Exterior. Now, the Lexus NX has always walked that line between understated luxury and futuristic tech, but for 2026, Lexus hasn't just walked the line, they've redrawn it. Right out of the gate, it's clear that this isn't just a light refresh. The new NX shows Lexus doubling down on refinement, tech, and hybrid power while quietly flexing its design muscle without screaming for attention. Let's talk about the exterior. Starting from the front, and yeah, Lexus is still sticking with the big spindle grille, but they've finally figured out how to integrate it better into the overall shape. It no longer feels slapped on, the edges are tighter, the mesh is more sculpted, and the whole face just looks more purposeful. It's flanked by sleek new triple-beam LED headlights with L-shaped DRLs that now flow more naturally into the front fenders. It looks modern, premium, and most importantly, cohesive. Move to the side and the profile is all about clean surfaces and subtle sculpting. The roofline still has that slightly aggressive rake, but it doesn't sacrifice headroom. The shoulder line runs smooth and taut from front to rear, and it actually plays well with the new 20-inch wheels available on higher trims. You also get a blacked-out C-pillar that creates that floating roof illusion, which, yeah, is getting a bit overused across the industry, but Lexus makes it work here. It adds a nice contrast, especially in lighter exterior colors like iridium or Norway green pearl. Now from the rear, Lexus is finally giving the NX the kind of rear-end treatment that feels premium. The full-width LED light bar returns, but it's slimmer, sharper, and better integrated. The tailgate is cleaner, and the Lexus word mark is now spaced out across the back in that luxury brand flex sort of way. And even the rear bumper gets a cleaner, more planted look, especially on the F-Sport trims, which add gloss black accents and a sportier diffuser. It's elegant, athletic, and a far cry from the overdone, chrome-heavy backsides we've seen in some rivals. Interior. Step inside, and this is where Lexus pulls away from the competition. The 2026 NX interior is a minimalist stream layered with tech. Right in front of the driver is a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster that's crisp, responsive, and finally customizable in ways that make sense. But the centerpiece is the available 14-inch touchscreen infotainment system that's angled slightly toward the driver, surrounded by soft touch surfaces and genuine materials. Gone are the days of that annoying touchpad. This system is snappy, intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Material quality, top-notch. Even the base trims get you synthetic leather that feels way better than it has any right to, while upper trims treat you to perforated leather, open-pore wood, and ambient lighting that actually feels elegant, not like an afterthought rave. And the attention to detail is real. The climate controls are finally physical dials again. Bless you, Lexus. And the drive selector is compact but satisfying to use. Space-wise, the NX sits comfortably between the X and RX, with decent rear legroom, a usable cargo area with underfloor storage, and rear seats that can actually recline a bit. One cool new touch, the e-latch door handles. They look sleek and feel futuristic, though they'll take a little getting used to for first-time users. Performance. Under the hood, Lexus gives you more choices than a brunch menu. The 2026 NX lineup includes 4 different powertrains. The base NX 250 is still around, powered by a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, pushing out around 203 horsepower. It's adequate, nothing thrilling, good for those who just want a quiet, smooth commuter. Step up to the NX 350 and you get a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder making 275 horsepower and 317 pounds-to-feet of torque. That's where things start to feel more lively. Acceleration is strong, and it pairs with the well-calibrated 8-speed automatic. This is the sweet spot for most drivers looking for a solid mix of power and comfort. Then there's the hybrid, the NX 350 hours. It's a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder paired with an electric motor, good for 240 combined horsepower. It's not a rocket ship, but it sips fuel like a hybrid should. Expect over 39 mpg combined, which is very respectable for a luxury crossover. And finally, we've got the NX 450 hours plus plug-in hybrid. This is the performance and efficiency champion, with a combined 304 horsepower and up to 37 miles of all-electric range. It's basically a more mature version of the RAV4 Prime wrapped in Lexus luxury. It goes 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds flat, and when you're not hustling it, it's running silently on electrons in city traffic. It's pricey, but it's the full Lexus experience: quiet, quick, green, and smooth. Ride quality across the board is classic Lexus, a soft but composed. The F-Sport trims add adaptive suspension and tighter steering, but don't expect it to feel like a Porsche Macan. The NX prioritizes comfort and quietness above all. Even on rough roads, the cabin stays hushed. Lexus has really tightened the NVH levels for 2026. Wind noise, tire roar almost non-existent. Now, let's talk pricing. The base NX 250 starts just under $41,000. The NX 350 jumps to around $45,000. The hybrid NX 350 hours is also in the mid-40s, but gives you better MPG. And if you want that 450 hours plus plug-in, be ready to shell out closer to $58,000, especially once you tack on F-Sport bits or the upgraded tech packages. That's not cheap, but when you compare it to a similarly equipped Audi Q5 or BMW X3, the NX holds its own, especially with standard features like wireless smartphone mirroring, advanced safety tech, and a rock-solid resale reputation. Speaking of safety, Lexus doesn't mess around. The 2026 NX comes standard with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0. That means pre-collision braking with pedestrian detection, lane tracing assist, adaptive cruise control, road sign assist. It's all there, and it works well without being overbearing. That's something not all luxury brands have figured out yet. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Lexus NX doesn't try to be the flashiest, fastest, or most aggressive compact SUV. And that's kind of the point. It's quiet confidence in crossover form. The styling is finally cohesive. The interior is a massive step up and no more weird tech gimmicks. The powertrain options cover every kind of buyer. And Lexus brings that signature reliability and build quality that other premium brands still chase. Sure, the driving dynamics won't wow purists, and the top trims get pricey fast. But for 90% of buyers who want upscale comfort, useful tech, and efficient driving without screaming "look at me," the NX is a class act. Alright, that wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Lexus NX. If you enjoyed this review, smash that like button and consider subscribing for more no-fluff, real-world car content from Car Flash, where we test, we drive, and we tell it like it is. Drop a comment below. Would you go for the turbo, the hybrid, or go all in on the plug-in? And stay tuned, because next week we've got something very German and very fast pulling into the garage. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next one. Keep your foot down and your facts straight. Peace.